It's a good thing it doesn't mean gun food.
Skedaddle, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of perusing. My hands on my back.
Okay, just kind of in that area.
Yeah, looking around, seeing if I can notice anything.
Taking it in.
See if there's anything that pops out to me. Just kind of, and then eventually I'll just kind of end up kind of cool guying it against the wall, with the leg up, and just kind of chilling.
All right. So as you're searching more through the records here, give me a perception check.
Okay. That was almost a 20.
Almost.
11.
Okay. You are just like being bombarded with information, so you don't hear it at first, but then you hear a very ragged kind of noise coming from the opposite side, you assume. It's very faint.
I'm going to keep working, keep my attention on the screen, but just like lean over, see if I catch anything on the peripheral, maybe listen a little bit closer, but like just keep my attention here.
You don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden just a loud, as the, like this green arm kind of like slaps on the ground, and you just see it like.
Do I hear that?
Oh, you guys hear this loud kind of bang. As, like,
I'm running.
Before the noise is even audible, I see it and I'm just like,
yeah, you hear like the bang followed by a very high-pitched scream.
I unlean myself and look up. It's like, buddy.
It's actually down.
Buddy.
Oh. And you guys run down and you just see Ted kind of just like, like he's kind of, seemed to have been recoiling.
You get shocked again?
yeah. What is that?
What is it?
Okay, so you guys go around?
Sure.
Okay. You see what appears to be, as you're looping around underneath, there is, the shape of a Kahlo. The helmet that the Kahlo has is shattered on the one side. Helmet is completely empty. And you see, just leaning on the side.
I want to grab him and drag him to the water.
You're just dragging the person to the water.
Pick him up is not, just carry him.
Oh, okay.
Does he have any, can I inspect him? Does he have, a mouthpiece that I can put over him? Or is something broken? Or
Perception check.
Okay.
Well, I mean, his helmet is very visibly broken. There's a giant, shattered portion of it completely gone.
Okay, I'm just going to
It's just
roll.
a jagged piece of whatever, sort of
Start spitting in his gills. We gotta save him.
Natural 20.
Okay. All right. You see that there's possibly an emergency, rebreather that he might have on the side. You're not sure if there's any water in it or anything like that, or how it works, but you're guessing that it might be suitable.
Yeah, I'm frantically just grabbing what I can and helping him stabilize.
Okay, so you just shove this mouthpiece onto his face, and you just hear a really long. It's a very, very labored breathing, almost underwater. But I mean, it's it's like a weird kind of suction noise, and you see just kind of the eyes slowly roll open, you're squinting through the lights that are now, as you guys are moving the figure over to the stairs, just and just seems really disoriented. And you guys are just bringing him up the stairs now, or what is it that you're doing?
I'm calling over Mo.
Okay, so you guys you hear two sets of footsteps stomping down, and you now see Mo just, oh my word, and he quick runs over and looks at the set him down here, and at the top of the stairs kind of as you guys put him on the steps, and slowly leans him back, and he just looks at the, oh my gosh, his emergency supply is almost empty. He quick rummages into the main portion of his bag, and he pulls out just a long cylinder and what appears to be just a similar structure to that emergency thing, but it's he just quick replaces it, and he's just, breathe easy, you're safe now. And you see just the figure. It's safe. Who are you?
We're tasked to come find you.
And Mo kind of looking, and he looks, oh, this is, and he recognizing the garb, this is a tide caller. He kind of looks at the person. What's your name? Sushana Wellspring.
Tide Potter?
No, not Tide Potter. Tide Caller. Sushana
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Wellspring. And, slowly just kind of rolling, just kind of, holding a side, which now appears there's a large kind of, darkened kind of portion to his body, and it, not wearing armor, he's wearing just what appears to be very, ceremonial garb. This is kind of a stark contrast from like the lab clothes that the other, bodies that you've seen.
Why are you down here?
To make sure that the scientists here were properly appreciating and observing the rights of the sea.
You have to explain this. Do you know anything about this creature that's in this containment here?
This kind of leans his head up and looks at this structure. Sacred relic of the sea, but it seems that their means of pulling it up angered some sort of beings from the deep.
So what you're saying is you took a relic from the deep of the sea and you contained it in a facility and studied it?
Not the call of people, but they do need to be aware of their surroundings when it comes to the sea and its gifts. He kind of winces in pain, and you hear just a long, labored kind of breathing.
Take your time.
The creatures that came after it were not true guardians of the sea. I did not fear their presence was of a protective nature, more of greed, and I'm not sure. He's just, now just kind of trying to sit up slowly, and Mo's holding him down. He's like, take it easy. You've sustained severe injuries, and he's looking at his side now, and he kind of taps his side, and you see a large kind of, his hand is full of that green water. And he just looks at the other group of you, and he's just like, unless he gets immediate attention, he kind of trails off. He's not really sure, but there's some very somber tones to his voice.
You gotta explain something to our group here. Do you know how this thing was contained? How they retrieved this and brought it to this facility?
I was informed when I arrived that they observed all our traditions on honoring the sea, and it was brought from the depths below. It was a depth that no caller before was able to reach for fear of being lost to depths unknown.
What do you make of this thing? Is this of a pleasant nature, or is this a relic that, what from I perceive, is causing a lot of people to die and summoning water elementals?
It is not of a destructive nature. I've observed its presence, and while it seems to be wanting to expand, it does not seem to pose any ill will. And you see just kind of this gout of green coming from the side as he coughs audibly. And Mo Del Raz just kind of patching through. Please, you have to tell us what caused all this. Your colleagues, they seem to be devoid of any sort of. I can't describe it other than they've been completely
Dried.
drained of all of the fluids within their body. I've never seen anything do this so quickly. The elementals claimed their and he kind of like coughs a little bit more and
I already know what he's gonna say.
claimed them as being defilers of what they don't understand. While the sea certainly has its will and must be obeyed, I'm not sure of if these are truly representatives of the sea. They don't seem to have the interests of Kolomohoi so much as their own agenda.
Sounds like a lot of people we know. Ted, what are you finding out?
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt here. This guy doing okay?
No, he's not.
We should try to get him to the sub.
There's quite a bit of information here. I think we got what we came for and a little bit extra.
You got everything? Everything you need?
I got I mean, not everything, but I've got what we came here for.
Alright, well, we should get this guy to a doctor as soon as we can.